Hey folks, welcome to another video from King's English and Education Centre. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, we are going to look at simple past tense at beginner level. In this video, we will focus on four main points. We are going to learn how to use simple past tense, how to make simple past tense, how to use negative simple past tense, and how to make negative simple past tense. This is the first video on simple past tense for beginner level. Be sure to check out our other videos as well and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos when we upload. Let's start with a few examples. This is Detective Ross. Yesterday there was a robbery at Citibank and Detective Ross is looking at the information. The robbers entered the bank at 2 p.m. They opened the vault. The robbers demanded all the money. They took the money to a car. The robbers drove a red car. Entered, opened, demanded, took, drove are all examples of verbs in simple past tense form. We use simple past tense to talk about events in the past. There is only one simple past tense for all actors. There are two ways we use simple past tense. First, to talk about completed actions in the past, and secondly, to talk about things that were true but not anymore. Let's look at a few examples of completed actions in the past. Anne played tennis yesterday. They travelled to Paris last year. He cleaned the car last week. All these sentences use past tense to talk about completed actions. Yesterday, last year, and last week tell us when the actions happen. The sentences use past tense, so we know the actions are not happening now. Let's look at a few examples of things that were true but not anymore. I lived in Rome 5 years ago. He worked in an office, but not anymore. She did ballet in high school. All of these sentences use past tense to talk about things that were true but are not true anymore. 5 years ago, not anymore, in high school show the action is in the past and not true today. There are three ways to make simple past tense. First, we make past tense by simply adding ed to the verb, by changing the spelling, and then changing the word completely. Let's look at a few examples of making past tense by adding ed. I enjoyed my holiday in Venice last month. He wanted 5 hamburgers this morning. They played football last week. As you can see in these examples, enjoy becomes enjoyed, want becomes wanted, and play becomes played. Let's look at a few examples of changing the spelling. I stopped playing tennis last month. They studied French 2 years ago. He forgot the student's name. Stop becomes stopped by adding P and ED. Study becomes studied by removing Y, adding I and ED. and forget becomes forgot by changing E into O. Let's look at a few examples of changing the word. She went to the mall on Monday. She saw a bird yesterday. He ate salad last night. Go becomes went, see becomes saw, and eat becomes ate. Unfortunately, there are no special tricks for this rule. For this type of past tense, you have to remember the words and how they change. Let's move to the next topic and talk about making negative simple past. Let's look at a few examples. Lisa and Kate did not like the movie. Harry did not know the man's name. The cat didn't eat the fish. Did not like, did not know, and didn't eat are all examples of simple past. There's no difference between did not and didn't. Let's look at how this works. We need a subject, like Brad, plus a verb, like run. To make it negative, we add didn't. Negative simple past is different from negative simple tense. We use didn't for all actors. For example, I, you, they, and we actors like the two boys also uses didn't. And the regular verb, like didn't eat. Didn't makes the sentence past tense. Remember that the verb like run and eat will change to the regular spelling. And also, we don't use the verb with the S spelling, just like in negative simple present. Let's compare simple present and simple past. Adam plays on his computer. He does this every week. We use simple present because this is a habit. Since Adam has a habit of playing games in the office, he doesn't finish his reports. This is simple present too because this is a habit. Now, let's change the time to last week. We would say Adam played on his computer. He did this last week. This is past tense because he completed the action in the past. Because of this, Adam didn't finish his reports. This is past tense too because it is a completed action in the past. Can you see how the sentences are different? Only the verbs are different. We use plays and doesn't when talking about habits, and we use played and didn't when talking about past actions. Let's summarize the important points. We use simple past to talk about completed actions in the past and to talk about things that were true but not anymore. We make simple past by adding ed to the regular verb, by changing the spelling, or by changing the word. We make negative simple past by adding didn't in front of the regular verb. The most important rule of simple past is remembering the spelling of all of the verbs. That's the end of this explanation video. If you want to try some exercises using simple past, check out our video titled Simple Past Tense for Beginners Exercise 1. So, what did you do yesterday? Can you explain using simple past? Comment below and we'll see you in the next video.